I should probably go for some of the mint tea with my voice the way it is, but all right. This is going to be more fun. Greetings and felicitations again, my fellow Perceptor Purple people. I wanted to take a few moments to talk with you with my terrible voice about some more in the recent releases of information on UFOs and UAPs and whatever you want to call them. This is part 2 of our 3-episode consideration about the subject. In our last discussion, we considered the facts, as we understand them today, showing that we do not have sufficient information released to establish if aliens are here. In this episode, though, we're going to put all of that pesky reality stuff aside for a moment to consider what might we do if there were to be an alien representation here on Earth. Again, I would like to remind my viewers that these bread and circuses releases are merely intended as weapons of mass distraction from the fact that the Epstein files are continuing to be held in spite of the law signed by Trump himself. Our Perceptor Purple people here won't forget. So with that distasteful earthly reminder out of the way, let's take a little sojourn down the rabbit hole into the idea of if we had alien representation on our planet, whether overt or covert. All right, let's start off with covert. This can take 2 potential formats. The first would be scientific study in nature, which might work with the observations given thus far, where we only have alien craft, either aliened or unaliened, as the term may be, zipping through our atmosphere, aquasphere, and hell, possibly even lithosphere. For all we know don't know what their technology is, after all, right? To gather information for their scientists to study about our planet and its flora and fauna, as it were, in this case, we being the fauna. In this case, we have 2 possibilities of intent, with the second one having 2 potential sub-interests. The first is truly just scientific interest. No actual intent for contact at this time. That's it, just looking. Cool. The second one can be complicated in that the primary intent is indeed study prior to making contact, but that could have 2 possible sub-intents. The first of these would be diplomatic, getting to know us before trying to establish formal contact and potential trade, etc. The second potential sub-intent would be military in nature. This one would make more than a whole video to try to unpack, so we'll pass on that here and simply suffice it to call it our worst case scenario. Our other covert alien representation possibility is one that many people already believe, disguised aliens living in secret among us. This possibility mirrors the last one in intents and sub-intents presented already, although there could be nuance here in that the possibility of interference in governments with another twin potential sub-intent pair. The first benign, with trying to influence our governments along lines to create a sustainable future, potentially leading to a future amongst the stars as well. Don't know how happy I would be about the interference, but cool, I guess. The other, as before, ain't so benign, with either attempting to keep us from moving into space, or even worse, to prepare the planet for invasion, subjugation, or who knows what. Definitely bad, definitely another video, definitely a worst case scenario. That leaves overt representation of aliens on our planet, which would include such mixed overt-covert scenarios such as a Men in Black kind of situation, where the aliens are hidden to the population but known by the government. Of course, in this type of situation, negotiations are presumed to have already been completed to some degree to make such possible. This brings up the big question of whether our government would tell us if there were aliens living among us. There are, we are reminded, the quote of Agent K to the soon-to-be Agent J. Person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. We all know this to be true. That's what made it funny. I mean, look at who the president is. Was that a vote of people voting with their critical reasoning intact, or panicky from all the bullshit they were being fed to scare the bejeebers out of them? With that in mind, we can see a reasonable reason for the government to withhold the knowledge from their citizenry. Not agreeing with them, but I can understand it. I mean, can you imagine trying to soothe an alien government to keep from having a violent reaction if one of their people were to be killed on our planet by some religious nut who was convinced that the alien was really some sort of demon from hell? So I kind of get that might be the case if that were. Fine. Let's go on to the final and probably the most wanted form of overt alien representation on Earth in this scenario. That being a formally arranged upon landing, with a delegation coming around to establish relations with our peoples. You know, a true take me to your leader thing. This intent, as great as it may be, comes with its own caveats, which we will explore in our next discussion on the subject. This has been part 2 of a 3-episode consideration. Today, we indulged our fantasies and considered what we might do if there were to be alien representation here on Earth. Our final episode in this series will be on just how we should be meeting with aliens for the best results for our species. So what are your thoughts about all this? Do you find our position reasonable, or do you have more logical and or rational ideas on the subject? Do be prepared for vigorous yet polite debate, but let's hear it. As always, I will see you in the comment section below. Till our next chat, remember to keep your balance and stay purple, people. We'll see you again real soon, and let's get America together again.